to the Mighty Moraine Multi-Sport Festival. This video provides you with a preview of the course for our Olympic distance races. We will also highlight key race rules, but this will not be a comprehensive review. Athletes are responsible for understanding and following all rules. Please refer to the athlete guide on getfitfamilies.com for the complete listing. Athletes competing in the duathlon, super sprint or sprint distance, adventure, or youth races should watch the videos corresponding to your race. You can find links to those videos in the description below or on our race website. Now, if this is your first multi-sport race, you probably have lots of questions and will likely have even more after watching this video. Don't worry, we've got you covered with our companion video, The Mighty Moraine Beginner's Guide to Multisport. In that video, which is linked in the description below, we'll answer all of our most frequently asked questions. Everything from what's in my packet to what do I do with my race numbers and what's transition and how does it work. That video and our course preview videos are designed to be complementary to one another, so watch them in any sequence you like. This race distance is provided in 3 formats. A triathlon format, where each athlete will complete all 3 segments of the race, swim, bike, and run in succession before crossing the finish line. An Aqua bike format, where each athlete completes the first 2 race segments, swim and bike, in succession before crossing the finish line. And also a relay format, where teams of 2 or 3 athletes complete 1 or more segments of the race. Only 1 athlete per relay team is on the course at any time, and their timing chip is handed off in transition between race segments. All 3 formats are raced at the same time. Your Mighty Moraine race experience begins with packet pickup. Check our race website for the latest information on packet pickup times and locations. We encourage all athletes to pick up their race packets in advance so both you and our volunteers can focus on delivering the best race experience. Athletes who pick up their packet on race day must pay an additional $20 fee, payable in cash or by Venmo. Now let's take a look at how your race day will unfold. You'll start by driving to Lakeview Beach on the north shore of Moraine State Park. This location is available in most GPS software. You can scan the QR code on the screen or use the Google Maps, Apple Maps, or What 3 Words links in the description to get directions. Now that you know where you're headed, let's take a look at where to find parking, transition, and preview your race course. When you arrive, you'll need to find parking. The areas highlighted on screen are available for race day parking. Please only park in designated parking areas and do not park along Lakeview Beach Road. This area, the northern portion of the farthest parking lot on Lakeview Beach Road, is the transition area and is not available for parking on race day. Remember, Lakeview Beach Road and some of the parking lots are a part of the race course. For your safety and the safety of our athletes, please observe caution and the posted speed limit when driving in these areas. We recommend allowing extra time to find parking and to account for athletes warming up or competing on the race course. Once you've arrived at Lakeshore Beach, proceed to the transition area where you'll rack your bike and set up your running gear. Only athletes competing in a race are permitted in the transition area. As you prepare your space, please remember the following rules. Bikes must be racked in the same transition area spot throughout the race. Keep your transition area neat and contained within your allocated space. Do not encroach on neighboring areas. Be sure to limit items in your transition area to only what is essential. Do not use balloons or other items that could obstruct or hinder any other competitors' transition areas. Once your transition is set, you're ready. Take this time to warm up, settle in, and get excited for what's ahead. Be sure to listen for announcements about wetsuits. You can always wear a wetsuit, but you are ineligible for awards if you wear a wetsuit in water temperatures exceeding 78 degrees. And be sure to keep an eye on the time. You'll have a chance to get in the water for a swim preview before you start. When it's time, grab your goggles and race-issued swim cap. Check your timing chip is secured and make your way to the starting line at Lakeview Beach. Step into the water to wait for the air horn to start your race. Your training is done. This is the moment where all your hard work pays off. Your mighty Moraine starts here. Your swim segment features a one-lap, 1,500-meter clockwise swim. If water temperatures are below 65 degrees, the course will be converted to a two-lap swim of the same distance. In this circumstance, you'll exit the water at the swim exit, run to the start line, and complete a second lap of the course. You'll start in the water and swim toward the first buoy. Upon reaching the first buoy, you'll turn to the right and swim toward the second buoy. Once you've reached the second buoy, turn right again and head towards the shore. Once you've reached the beach, your swim segment is complete. Run up the beach and into the corral towards the transition area. You'll enter the transition area here. Locate your spot in transition and get ready for your bike segment. Once you're wearing your helmet and your chin strap is secured, run with your bike towards the mounting point located here to begin your bike segment. If you're competing in a relay and not racing the bike segment, be sure to hand off your timing chip to the next athlete before they leave transition. The Olympic distance features a 25-mile bike segment through Moraine State Park. You will complete 2 loops of the sprint distance course to complete this segment. Remember, the bike course is not closed to traffic. Always stay to the right of your lane and never cross the center line. After exiting transition and mounting your bike, you'll continue east on Lakeview Beach Road, past the parking areas until you reach North Shore Drive. Turn right onto North Shore Drive and follow it until the turnaround just east of Neely's Point Road. Note that the North Shore Drive splits into a one-way segment starting here. You'll follow the normal traffic flow and eastbound traffic will connect with westbound traffic here. After crossing Neely's Point Road, you'll reach a marked turnaround point where you'll execute a U-turn and start heading west along North Shore Drive. Traffic will once again split into a one-way segment here before returning to two-way traffic here. Continue to follow North Shore Road westbound after this point. When you reach Lakeview Beach Road, continue straight on North Shore Road. Remember, athletes competing in this super sprint will be turning left on Lakeview Beach Road. You should not follow them. You will continue to head to the west side of Moraine State Park on North Shore Drive, passing the bike rental building and the start of the Moraine Bike Trail, heading toward the exit of the park. Once you reach this point, you'll execute another U-turn and head back towards Lakeview Beach Road. When you reach Lakeview Beach Road for the first time, continue eastbound on North Shore Drive. You will complete a second full loop of the bike course before returning to transition. When you approach Lakeview Beach Road for the second time, turn right to head towards transition and the end of your bike segment. When you arrive back at transition, dismount your bike here and run your bike back to your transition space. Remember that your helmet must remain on and chin strap secured until your bike is racked back at your space. You may now prepare for your run segment. Aqua bike athletes, once you dismount and enter transition, you're done. Nice work. Just be mindful of other athletes who may still be racing. Then head to the finish to grab your medal, t-shirt, and some food. Relay athletes not completing the run segment. Don't forget to pass your timing chip to your teammate so they can finish the race strong. Once you're ready, you'll exit transition here, where you entered from the swim segment. The Olympic distance races conclude with a 6.2-mile run segment. You will complete 2 loops of the sprint distance run course to complete this segment. You'll start this segment by running on the gravel alongside the walkway heading to the main beach parking lot. Once there, follow the west side of the lot. You have the right of way, but stay alert for vehicles backing up or looking for parking spaces. About 2/3 of the way through the lot, turn right onto the paved Moraine bike trail and head east. You'll briefly cross another section of the parking lot before continuing on the trail. Stay to the right when on the trail, as other athletes may be returning westbound. You may see other athletes turning around here at Barber's Point. These athletes are competing in the super sprint distance race. Do not follow them. Continue on the trail to your turnaround point. You'll run to Watts Bay, where you'll complete a U-turn and head back towards the beach parking lot. Once you reach the parking lot, turn left and head back towards the beach and transition areas. You will continue on to the paved path that takes you between the restrooms and the concession stand. You'll see the finish line, but you'll run to the registration tent and turn right to make a second loop on the run course. After completing your second lap, you can head straight toward the finish line where you'll receive your medal, t-shirt, and begin your celebration. Soak it in. Finish strong. You've earned this. After you've finished your race, take some time to cool down and gather your things from the transition area. While you've been on the course, our volunteers have been preparing an assortment of foods for you to enjoy as you rebuild your energy. And be sure to stick around for our awards ceremony, which will begin shortly after all the athletes are off the course. So grab some food and relax. The hard part's done. The only thing left is to start planning your next multi-sport adventure. Still have questions? Don't forget to watch the Mighty Moraine Beginner's Guide to Multisport video for even more information. This concludes our course preview video. Thank you for watching and for choosing to compete in this Mighty Moraine race. A huge thank you to our volunteers and sponsors for help making our race weekend a success. Remember, race for you and make it mighty. The information in this video is subject to change without notice. Always check the race website at getfitfamilies.com for the latest information about our race schedule, parking, and changes to the course. Additionally, please remember that athletes are responsible for understanding and following all race rules. Refer to the athlete guide on our website for the complete listing.